what I'm going to be sharing here today, this evening, is 7 areas. If you're thinking about financial increase, there are 7 areas or 7 assets that we all possess that you'll have to learn how to manage effectively. Anybody who have increased or excelled in any field, be it sports, be it business, be it whatever field you can think of, have all had to manage these 7 assets effectively. And I'm teaching you something that I personally implement and personally practice. And that has yielded significant returns to me and continue to do so. So, let's see, we move away from Akaoska out today and we'll go to 7, I didn't have a name for this one, but it's 7 assets you need to manage to increase the financial increase long for a time. Right? But there's 7 assets you need to manage the financial increase. The significantly increase financially. Increase by a lot, right? As I said, I personally use this to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Right? Not a year. Right? I manage these 7 assets. Same thing I'm going to be teaching you. 7 things that you can implement, right? And I am lifting my figure higher this year, right? Higher, because I want to go over into these 7 digits, right? Where you could cross like $1 million and more a month. And that's not impossible. There are people who are doing that. Individuals and industries, right? And companies. So it's not impossible. Once someone else is achieving it, it means it's an achievable goal. And anybody can achieve as well. Of course, you'll have to implement the same things that they are doing, the same steps that they are implementing, right? So it's 7 assets you need to manage to significantly increase, right, financially. I need to wrap it up so I can get some room. And the first asset is one that is responsible, I think I spoke about it in previous sessions, where you are presently in life. It's responsible for how much money you have in your bank accounts, how much money you have in the unit trust, where do you have money? Sachiko, Clico, that one time. But it is responsible for how much money you possess wherever you have that money stored, or how much money you don't possess. It is responsible for that. And that first asset that we all possess is the asset of belief. There's an inspirational verse of scripture which says that God has given unto every man or every woman a measure of faith or a measure of belief. We all have it. God is a creative God. I'm not here to preach, but I'm simply here to identify certain laws. He is a creative God, and because He is creative, when we came out of Him, we are by nature creative. We are going to create whether we like it or not. Today you have created. Today I have created. The question is, what have you created? Right? It could be good or bad. But in this case, we're talking about finances. What kind of finances have you created today? Good or bad? You understand? We are creative beings, and just as I was saying last time, that just like you can't ask a bird to stop singing, you can't ask a dog to stop barking, you can't ask a fish to stop swimming, even so you cannot ask a human being to stop creating. I want to be as simple as possible so you can understand every single thing I'm saying. We are going to create, because that is what we are by nature. We are creative beings. Right? And we are creating daily in our relationships, whatever relationships. I use these same laws to attract my wife. This is my wife here. Right? I use these same laws to attract wealth, money. I use the same laws to attract in other areas of life as well. But I've learned how to manage this belief. And many people are using this because you're going to use this. You are using this every day. You are using beliefs. Everybody has belief systems that they live by. And you are using it whether consciously or unconsciously, but most folks are using it unconsciously. And because you're using it unconsciously, many times you're going to create the wrong environment, an environment that you're not pleased with. You're going to create, in this case we're talking about money, you're going to create an environment where you're probably just making it, or maybe just your head just above the water. So we are going to create, whether we like it or not. The question is, as I said, is what we're going to create. We all have belief systems that we live by daily. And this is responsible for how much money is in your account, how much money is not in your account. Right? Because Jesus who said, if thou can believe, in Mark 9:23, all things are possible to him that believeth. Now, as I said, if you get this wrong, I could come here and teach you, okay, invest in this stock, invest in that stock. I could tell you stocks you could go and invest in. But if this is not in order, you wouldn't make it. I could tell you, okay, what the market demands now. I probably can't say, okay, the market demands X product or Y product. Go and invest in that. If this is not in order, you will go and make investments that it wouldn't take off. Or if it does make any kind of money, it's not the significant sums you're looking at. That is how powerful this is. So that is why I'm teaching this first. But because financial increase is dependent on two kinds of stuff. Things on the inside and things on the outside. Many people neglect the part on the inside. This is something on the inside that we can't see with our physical eyes or touch. So many people overlook this. And they look at what they could do outside. Okay, I could open a parlor. Okay, I could sell B-mobile cards, phone cards. You understand? They're looking for something to do fast on the outside of generate income fast. And they neglect this area. That is why the figures, if they do make anything, it's just a certain amount of money they're making and they're not moving beyond that. Because they're neglecting this. This is very vital. It's very important. That's why I'm stressing on it again. Right? And you can never hear enough of it. I go over this every single day. There are verses of scripture verses that I read concerning belief every single day. Over and over. And that is simply because I need to keep focused on my goals. My financial goals, it doesn't stop because, okay, I reach 6 figures a month. It doesn't stop there. It's going beyond now. I'm going to carry it to the next level. And even when you accomplish that goal, I'm going to carry it to the next level again. So that's how life is. Life is about progress. And if you keep staying stationary in one place, you'll feel bored. Or you'll feel like you're missing something. Or you're going in a circle and you're not reaching anywhere. Life's supposed to be progressive. And in the finances here, it's supposed to be progressive. And that's what you want, right? So it's dependent on your belief. So I have had to manage my belief. But to manage my belief, I needed to know what is belief. And when I researched this, I realized that there are 4 components of belief. 4 components of belief, right? Belief consists of 4 components. And if you can manage these wisely, it won't be long before you start seeing significant returns on the outside physically. You understand? You have to do this first before you can see the one on the outside. Before you can hold it and handle it and you can see it reading on your bank account, in your bank statements when it comes every month. You can see the figures reflecting there. It will reflect there if you're managing this wisely, it is going to reflect, especially when it comes to your finances, it is going to reflect on your bank statements, it's going to reflect in your bank accounts. And that is what you want. Okay, so it's 4 components, right? And the first one is your words. Finances here is what words do you read, hear, speak when it comes to money. Because you can manage these. You can manage what you read when it comes to money. You can can manage what you hear about finances, and you can manage what you speak about money. There's a proverb, and this was King Solomon who wrote this proverb. I believe it's in Proverbs 18, where he says, "Death and life is in the power of the tongue, and they who love it shall eat the fruit thereof." There is another verse of scripture. This was when the disciples were trying to cast out a demonic spirit from a child, and they couldn't. And they came to Jesus and they asked him if he could pray for the child and cast out the evil spirit. And Jesus cast out the evil spirit. And then privately the disciples came to him and said, "Why we couldn't cast out the evil spirit?" And he said, "Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove." And at the end of the verse he says, "And nothing shall be impossible unto you." He didn't say unto God, He said, "Nothing shall be impossible unto you." If you have faith, a mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds in the world. So he said you only need mustard seed faith, which is very tiny, right? If you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, faith or belief, I'm using it interchangeably. Faith and belief is more or less the same thing. If you have faith or belief as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say. What does saying consist of? Words. If you have faith as a grain of mustard seed, you shall say. You shall say what? You shall say remove. Remove and be. Be thou removed and be thou cast into the midst of the sea, and it shall be done unto you, right? So he said remove, and he said be. Remove and be are commanding words. They are commanding words. Remove and be. They are commanding words. When it comes to finances, what kind of words to speak? Commanding words? Or fearful words about finances? Oh gosh, I see the economy, XYZ, financial crisis, worldwide financial crisis. And that's the talk that's going around on the television, on the radio, in the newspapers. So if you keep reading that, and you keep hearing that, there's another scripture verse that says that faith or belief comes from hearing. And that word hearing there, it came from the Greek language, which means continuously hearing. Not just having heard. It doesn't mean having heard. Right? Hear it once. It's the same thing why I constantly read over these things over and over. It's because faith or belief comes from hearing it, not just once, but over and over and over and over. It doesn't come from having heard. It comes from hearing continuously. That is what it means in the Greek language. And that was written in the Greek language. That was a scripture. So it's continuously hearing. Like, people will come and they hear a message and say, "I hear that already." You understand? But faith, okay. But if you heard it already, how does it reflect in your finances? You understand? If you heard this word already, then tell me, honestly, does it reflect abundance in your finances, in your bank statements, in your bank account, practically, I'm talking about? And if the answer is no, it's because you haven't heard it. The only time you can claim that you heard something is when you're applying it and you're getting the results from it. You understand? That's the only time you can say, "I know that, I heard that already."
I'm over 60. You ask me around my friends.
Right. Right.
Why do I can't believe and
Right.
it has a limits and sort of circumstances have to exist before you can think of it.
But let's say there are 7 steps you have to manage.
Yeah.
This is one. So I'm not saying that it's dependent on belief alone, but I'm saying that belief is the foundation for it. Because tell me who would accomplish this faster. Let's say we have a goal to accomplish $1 million a year. who will accomplish it faster? The person who believes that they cannot do it, or the person who believes that they can do it? Not the person who believes that they can. Right. But what you're saying there is, yes, I understand what you're saying there. There are certain things that even though I'm still looking beyond that, because even though I can't run physically on mine in 5 minutes, I probably could come up with an invention that you can. Right. Right. Exactly. Right. It is very powerful. Right. There are other elements involved as well. Right.
Resources you have and stuff.
Right. No, as I said, with belief, if you're thinking about, okay, because the first thing people say, and I heard it on the job and stuff when I used to work with petrotry. You hear a guy come in, like years ago, I worked in machine shop some years ago, and you hear a guy, he talking, man, he say, if I get $500,000 now, I leave this job. But that was just a wish. It wasn't a belief. It was a wish, because he did nothing about it. So belief is one part, but there are other aspects that follows. Remember I said this is just the first part, it was. There are other components of belief as well. Some people believe, okay, that they cannot start a business unless they have money, which is not true. It's not true. Alright? It is not true. I'm telling you from experience. Experiences. It is not true. You understand? You have to be innovative and creative. But to be innovative and creative, you will have to have this first. Because if you don't have this belief that you can achieve it, it will close the door on all forms of creativity. All forms of ideas will be shut away. You understand?